I don't understand why men are not approaching me, and it's really with my head. I mean, they used to. It used to happen, but now it's as if I sprayed man repellent on myself. I just I can't get over it. It's ruining my life. It's progressively just getting worse. I just can't. I just don't know why. My mental health is just in the hole, okay? It's in the I don't know what I'm gonna do. All I know is I want men to approach me. Please. I just want it to go back to the way that it was. I can't. I can't do this anymore. It's killing me. I'll be submissive. I'll be insecure. I'll do whatever. I cannot figure out why men will not approach me.
I was thinking about something the other day, how the majority of my girlfriends are single. We're like in our 20s, late 20s, 30s. I have some girlfriends that are younger, some that are older, but the majority, single. I have a few that are in happy, healthy relationships. Majority is single. I was thinking, why? All of these girls are 10s. Like, seriously, gorgeous, smart, funny, great, amazing, including myself. Why aren't we in relationships? Years ago, decades ago, we would have been like married already on child number 2 right now. So many women are choosing to be single because the men are not up to their standards, and so they're not going to settle. And I think that's kind of great, but also kind of scary.
Honestly, it does come to a point to where this type of speech, this type of rhetoric is utterly pathetic. I have my own car, I have my own apartment, I have my own place, I have my own job. Good for you. You don't meet my standard. I have a job too. I make more than you. I have my own place, I have my own car. I'm just like you. What makes me unqualified to be with you? Nothing. You're just an idiot.
Okay, this is for the guys and the guys only. When you and a girl lock eyes, and you know that you lock eyes, like, why don't you guys come up to them anymore? Genuine question, like, I just want to know. I just got back from Trader Joe's. I'm in my car, eating the wrap. I, like, turn around, I see this guy looking at me. I'm like, oh, wow, he's really cute, really tall. Don't know his name because no interaction. But we, like, look at each other, whatever. But then, like, he doesn't say anything. So now it's, like, awkward. I'm like, okay. Because I'm not gonna say anything. But, like, why don't you guys talk to us anymore? Like, I don't get it. And, like, I want to get it. But if that was you, hey. Anyways.
You want to know a fun fact? I actually don't want to be approached by men at all. Ever. Because, men commit 69% of violent crimes, and this does not include the excessive amounts of assault, harassment, violence, stalking, and intimate partner violence that isn't reported. Can you imagine how high the percent would be then? So yeah, I don't want you to come up and approach and talk to me. And you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad that men don't approach women anymore because of me. Because I got anxious in a scenario or after the fact of a scenario. I'm glad. I'm basically doing a damn public service. Stand together, girlies. Love you.
So she was asking a guy that told her, hey, just FYI, 1% of men are committing majority of the crimes. Where'd you get that statistic from? I don't know. Bureau of Justice Statistics, FBI. I think there's another study that explicitly says that, though I think that study was pretty old, 1972, so maybe things have changed since then, for better or for worse. I'm not sure, but that's pretty much what it has always been. Y'all are just too busy trying to demonize men to understand that not all men are terrible people.
Why are men not approaching women in Atlanta?
Atlanta men love themselves. Their egos are too high. People not approaching women in Atlanta are people that think they're 10s when they're actually 2s, and they need to be brought down a notch.
That is so real. And if you do get approached like by a drunk guy that's just like, you're hot, there's no thoughtfulness anymore. I don't know if it's since fear of rejection these days, or like thinking a certain way about women, like being entitled or something. But like I've just really noticed that men don't approach as much anymore. I think a lot of it happens online. Like one time I was out and I was talking to this guy and like nothing really happened there, and then I get a DM from the same guy. And it's kind of like, why couldn't we have hashed this out in person? I was like, I was there for 30 minutes.
I don't know if they just like assume that like pretty girls already have boyfriends and they're like intimidated. I've started to just be like, you know what? F it. Like, we're gonna go up to guys now because they're not coming to us. So
Speak your truth, queen.
I've been trying to figure that out myself. Years ago, I used to go out, guys were running up to you. And I feel like now it's either they don't say anything to you at all, or they like just stand over in the corner and they just like stare, and I'm like, just walk up to me, say hello. Not creeping from the corner.
Why do you think men aren't approaching women anymore?
Why do you think what?
Men aren't approaching women
Let me do this one. They're so full of themselves. They literally love themselves. Sorry. They're literally all up in your grill. They just think that like they're not that like no one wouldn't like them.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody likes you. Make us like you, and then we'll like you.
What can a guy do to make you like him?
Just be nice. How about being nice?
You don't like nice guys, let's be honest.
No, how about like a gentleman?
A gentleman?
Ask questions and listen.
Okay.
Listen.
So someone who's attentive. Okay. Listen. Okay, a listener, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
If you knew what was best for your friend, you would probably just take her home.
A lot of men are now leaving it up to women to ask for their phone number, pursue them, holler at them. To me, because literally a generation before them, those men were the hunters and, you know what I'm saying, pursuing women. And I'm confused because I don't know what the hell happened.
Men aren't approaching anymore because now men are just tired of the games, especially men in their 40s. Why should we chase old engines, invest time, money, and energy just because you slapped a new body kit on it? Chasing y'all is just like being in a marriage. A husband shows love, gives attention, but she keeps saying no, right? Eventually he stops asking. Now she's mad just because he ain't chasing. And that's dating today. Men stop climbing mountains for women who don't even want to be wives. So here's the real question. Are men not approaching anymore? Or did women just make themselves unapproachable? You see, when a man climbs a mountain, he climbs to build. We get up there, we grind, we create, and then we come back down and find a woman that's worth bringing up there with us. But a woman, you climb a little peak, and instead of building, you sit there searching for a mountain higher than the one you're already on. And that's the problem. That's why you're suffering. Because somewhere along the way, you're trying to become the man. And a real man, we don't want another man. So hell yeah. Men fell back. Nobody's climbing any mountains to rescue you anymore. Stay up there if you want. But understand this, it's cold at the top, especially when nobody's coming.
So I just seen a video of a guy. He was attractive too. And he said, let me tell you something. I don't approach attractive, well put together women in public. And he lists the reasons why he doesn't. He says if she's attractive, she's put together, got her nails done, her hair done, she may be expensive. She probably already got a guy, and he goes on to this whole list of assumptions. Basically, they're assumptions because the reality is you don't know if that woman does her own hair, does her own nails, pays for her own hair, pays for her own nails. You don't know if she's single. Do you know there are a lot of attractive women out here that are single? Me? You don't know, but so you're assuming that a person is single or not single based on their attractiveness. So you say all ugly people are single? Do we all not know some people that are not so attractive that are in relationships? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I feel like y'all be tricking yourself out your own spot. And to me, if you are a man that is afraid to approach me or just to alleviate some of your assumptions, then you're not masculine enough for me. Because the most that she can say is that she's in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Or just get to know somebody without assuming first. But y'all assume, y'all trick yourself out of your spot. Then you get with a woman that you really don't like, but you were just bored. She looked available, but guess what? She the most, she need the most money. She need this for this, you know what I'm saying? Like you assume the girl that look put together need all your money, but all reality is the girl that's looking broken, bust down is the one who need all your damn money. The girl that put together, put herself together. Let's do better, man. Man, I need to find men to come up to me. Don't be scared. I don't bite.
I mean, it's almost like you guys really don't hear what men are saying. They've said the worst you can say is no. Until you get silly looks, until you get blasted on the internet, until you get women trying to cuss you out and say, don't you ever say anything to me. Men are violent. That's the worst that can happen. y'all act like y'all don't understand that these women are out here trying to ruin relationships. Maybe that's why you're not getting approached, because you truly don't understand what men are going through. You only think about yourselves. And that's the whole point of it. At the end of the day, regardless of if a man approaches you or not, you're going to end up only thinking about yourself.
So it was one time we were in Washington Square Park, and actually I think I have the same dress on. That's crazy. Anyways, and my friend, she like noticed like a lot of like men were like looking at me. She's like, oh my gosh, how do you do it? She's like, men must come up to you all the time. And I'm like, girl, men do not come up to me. Like, they probably will say something, but men don't come up to me at all. Like, and if they do come up to me, I probably have like, last time I can remember, maybe like one guy come up to me and he was kind of talking like correct, but that was like 2-3 years ago. So I don't know, maybe they're just intimidated. Hey! But I don't know. Does any other girl like feel like that too?
Nasty. So we're talking about why guys don't approach girls and women like that as much anymore. So tell us.
My take. Okay, so my take, right? I'm my married take on this. I've been in the dating girls when I was much, much younger. However, a lot of experience over the years. And my take is because, of course, a lot has changed, right? So like since the pandemic, not only were we kind of stuck inside, people got shy. Yeah. And I really think that's a big toll on a lot of people's confidence. And you really need confidence. That makes sense. Skills like dating and approaching people. And I never had about that. I totally, and especially with guys and like young guys too, they're so afraid of rejection nowadays. Like they don't toughen up. Literally, I was talking to somebody and some guy, I don't know who it was exactly recently. And they were like, guys, these young guys, they are so scared of being rejected. Like back in our day, we would go up to a girl, we would shoot our shot. And if we got turned down, we would just walk away and our boys would be like, oh, whatever. And we would move on to the next.
Right.
Nowadays,
like it's not going to be a world ending thing. Right. It's just your pride or your ego. I could see why it takes confidence the same way men think confidence is attractive, right? Yeah. And a lot of, you'll see girls who aren't, I hate to say that beautiful or whatever. Everyone's beautiful in their own way, but if they're super confident, you're like, their energy is everything. Yeah. They're walking around like they own that place. Yeah. And so I could see how it could be the same for men, but it's frustrating because I'm not dating on apps anymore. I'm been done with the dating on apps. So you got to approach me in person. And I want, like, they call it meet cute, yes, right? We're like, oh, we met at the grocery store grabbing peaches.
Because that's how everybody, like, that's how a lot of people back in the day met. That's how it was done. Like,
Right, but what you're forgetting is back in the day, they weren't calling the cops. Back in the day, they weren't getting online and trying to ruin somebody. Oh, here's his address. Go find him. They weren't getting online and trying to get a dude fired. They weren't getting online and doing that. It's a different day and age. These modern women fail to adjust. Their opinions, their mindset stays in the 1950s. Oh, well, men used to do, oh, well, back in my day in the 90s, men used to. They don't do that the same anymore. These women are different. Oh, well, it's the same. They don't ever. They're different. They keep on doing weird stuff.
What do you think is going on with dating now? Because I feel like it's a tough dating landscape. I hear from guys, a ton of straight guys, they go out to a bar. They might go and chat up a girl who's standing around with her friends, and the girl's like, ooh, you're a creep. Why are you talking to me? Hashtag me too. Have you noticed that where some guys are scared to approach?
Yeah, this is absolutely a Me Too movement side effect, where all of these women, and not only just Me Too, we've had so many instances of women falsely accusing men of or assault, and then they've been vindicated, but their whole persona and their whole reputation has been ruined by this lie. So men have a lot to lose these days, and it's not easy to be a white man in 2025, certainly not in the age of TikTok when everyone is filming everything. Content is everything. Everyone's filming. So, men don't approach women at the grocery store anymore or the gym anymore because everyone's filming and it's like, oh, look at this creep. The guy comes up, takes his shot, shoots his shot, and then all of a sudden the girl's filming and it turns into this viral sensation where he makes him out to be this creep when in reality, he was not doing anything wrong. So I think men have been set up to fail by the woke liberal feminists who don't want men to be men anymore.
Absolutely. I feel like there are some women on the left now. It's become popular, like freeze your eggs, F men, you don't need men, sit at home watching MSNBC. And that's my issue with someone like Alex Cooper. And I'm not saying Alex Cooper is not a staunch businesswoman. Like, that is a social climber. For the people listening, it's the host of Call Her Daddy, who, had Charlize Theron on and Kamala Harris during the campaign. But Alex Cooper's whole brand is screw men, you don't need men, be a single independent woman and just work, work, work. But then Alex Cooper in private, she's getting married, having a beautiful wedding, white picket fence. She's going to have a baby. She's going to have the traditional all-American life with the nuclear family, but she wants to keep her audience single and lonely, so they keep tuning into her. Have you noticed this trend with folks on the left, especially these podcasters?
Absolutely. Yeah, they sell this kind of a lie that you can have your cake and eat it too, or you can't have your cake and eat it too, and then they do behind closed doors. I think this is definitely a narrative that's being pushed by the left, that you don't need to have a man. And I think that just in dating apps in general, they have kind of ruined the art of approaching someone in real life also, because dating apps have made it almost too easy. Obviously, you can swipe and swipe and swipe, and oh, maybe I can find someone hotter, swipe again. Maybe I can find someone taller, more successful, swipe again. But not only that, just the art of approaching someone in real life, there's a lot of questions that you have to ask someone. Like, where did you go to school? What do you do for work? What's your religion? What are your political affiliations? When you see someone on a dating app, all of those prerequisites are already there for you.
Whoever it is that they going in on, they really going in on these people.
I really want to talk about this comment because this is definitely something that has come across my desk a few times in the last few weeks, especially. I think it's very important for women to acknowledge that, when we complain that men don't approach women anymore in public, this is the fear that's going on in their heads, is that they are scared of being shamed online. And I've spoken to younger men, and especially with younger men, this rings true. And it was interesting because I was listening to Theo Vaughn's podcast, the episode that he had Andrew Huberman on, and Andrew Huberman said the same thing. He said that he mentors a lot of young men who have this genuine fear of being shamed online by women, which is why they don't feel the need or the urge or the desire to approach women in public anymore. And honestly, like, if I thought that I would be publicly shamed online if I approached a man, I probably wouldn't do it either. So obviously there are nuances to the situation, like people who inappropriately approach women or do it in a derogatory way or do it in a disrespectful way, of course, but we're not really speaking about that. We're talking about just men not wanting to talk to women in public because they're scared they're going to get trashed online. And as women, I think we really need to acknowledge our behavior in this cycle. If we continue to berate men online and talk about how, a guy approached you and he was ugly and you're going to make fun of him and do all this stuff on the internet. Don't complain when men have this genuine fear of approaching women in public anymore. So thank you for leaving this comment. I think it is really important to talk about that because it's really, truly come across my desk multiple times in the last few weeks. And it's something that I've actually wanted to talk about. And the more that I speak to men and the more that, I listen to men who mentor young men, especially, this is what the genuine fear is. So, yeah, okay, bye.
There's a guy in the comments that said, and it's not even just online, the immediate reactions as soon as we're coming up to try and engage with you a lot of times is horrible. I've gotten, I don't know why you think you're good enough to talk to me. I don't know why you have to say that. So maybe you yourself would say, no, I appreciate it. But a lot of these modern women out here, they think they're the main stars. And so when a man comes up to try to talk to them, they say stupid stuff like that. They think they're like Kim Kardashian or something like that. They think they have money. They think they have like a family that makes money. They have social influence. And so that's why they make you a main character in their story, or like maybe not a main character, but a character in general in their story. I'm the main character and look at what I do to these men. That's why they do that, because they're trying to shame men. They're trying to humble men. And so when men stop messing with them and consequently stop messing with women in general, women are like, man, where did all the men go? Away. I'm at the grocery store. Oh, you're scared of me. You're intimidated. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to shop. Well, then come over here and approach me. I don't want to. I want to shop. I'm trying to shop. I'm trying to meal prep for the week. Oh, you a coward. You ain't really a man. I remember back in the 90s when men used to approach. I don't care what you remember. Go watch a movie about the 90s if you want to relive it, if you have so much nostalgia. but get out of my face.
Hurricane Helene is set to make landfall tonight in Florida and the Tampa area. And guys, it's not looking good. 105-mile-per-hour winds. And look at the name of the hurricane, Helene. Coincidentally, that's my ex-wife's name. Our divorce was finalized this week, and if this thing is anything like her, it's going to take your car, it's going to take your house, it's going to ruin your damn life, all right? Probably both the neighbors too, but I digress. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry to put my air out on the air, but it's been a rough week. And guess what? If you're in this area, right here, the Tampa area, you're going to have a rough week as well, okay? And by the way, another coincidence, her mom and dad, Helene's mom and dad are from Tampa. So, hey, John, Marge, you're going to feel it too. You're going to feel the wrath of Helene like I have for the past 4 years. It's going to be aggressive. And you know what? And look at this. Guys, this is not good, all right? Tampa. Why the hell are you living in Tampa anyway? Let's be honest. Who wakes up and goes, you know, honey, let's move to Tampa? Helene's mom and dad, that's who. And it's coming, guys. So this thing's going to be aggressive. By the way, I've never even seen purple before. Have we ever seen purple on the show? This is not good. And what the hell is that? This can't be good. You know what that looks like? That right there? That looks like Satan's butthole. And there he is. And if you live there, you're going to feel the wrath, just like how I felt the wrath of Helene. So Robert, Mark, thank you guys so much for raising a daughter that ruined my life. If you're in Tampa, get the hell out.
I told myself that I was going to, to essentially force myself to get back out there and see, what the apps be hitting for. I did make a point to say that I also want to, do a little bit more dating in person to meet people. But, oh my God, I'm going to just show you. So this person, their profile was decent. It said that they were like a computer science engineer or something. It looked like we had a lot of things in common. So I was really hopeful about, this particular interaction until he hit me with this. I said that I enjoy rotting on my couch, and he wants to lead with an innuendo. Like, really? Really? So I tell him, normally I would have just blocked him and continued going. But I was like, you know what? I need answers. I need answers. So I was like, you know what? This is really disappointing. He's like, how so? So I basically tell him, I'm like, you don't know me and you're leading with an innuendo. I'm like, it's weird. I'm like making this entire thing incredibly disappointing. But I was like, since we're here, okay, I'm like, I'm gonna just ask. I asked him, I said, I just want to understand, why some of y'all do that and then who it's working on. I'm like, is it working at all? And apparently it does. It works for people who aren't looking for anything serious. So then I asked him, I'm like, okay, so I'm assuming that's what you're looking for. And he says, yes. And I'm like, I looked at his profile to make sure that I wasn't tripping with how I swiped. And looking at his, what he was looking for, he said that he was looking for a long-term partner. So I told him, I'm like, yo, you might want to change that, so people don't waste their swipes. And he's like, it's not that deep. No, it is. It is. And I think this is what bothers me the most about it. I'm like, you guys don't even wait 24, 48, 72 hours. You don't wait until after you've met somebody and talk to them about what it is that you're looking for to lead with something. Y'all don't view us as human beings for real, because of the way that you're choosing to go about that. There's nothing wrong with having a casual relationship, having a casual sexual relationship, or even actively looking for that relationship dynamic. Nothing wrong with that. The problem is, I'm like, y'all are not treating these people like they're people with feelings and interests and hobbies. Y'all literally are just trying to do the woo wop the bam, and that's it. And that's honestly, I've been in places in my life where I was like, honestly, I don't want anything serious. I just, I'm trying to get twisted up like a pretzel and have that be it. But even in those relationships, I'm like, we were cool. If we went over and that didn't happen, if we were just watching movies or just eating food and catching up, it was very clear that, again, respect was there. It's still a relationship. The entitlement, it's just gross, crazy. I think I'm gonna take a break until the new year, because oh my God, that just pissed me off.
I got off the dating apps a couple months ago because they just kind of suck. But last month truly solidified my decision to never return to those apps, and it's not for the reason that you think. So basically, my best friend found out from some guy that there was somebody on the dating apps that were using her pictures. Like they were basically catfishing, pretending to be her. So she asked me, will you make a fake profile like as a guy and then like swipe through and see if you come across my profile? So I'm like, yeah, girl, I got you. So I make a fake profile. Now I'm pretending to be some man and I'm swiping through all the women to find my friend. Y'all, when I tell you, I was swiping 10 after 10 after 10 after 10, like gorgeous woman after gorgeous woman after gorgeous woman, all of them with very well thought out profiles, all of them with hobbies and interests, who want long-term committed relationships, all of them who are like clearly putting a lot of effort into this. And like I couldn't run out of options. It seemed like no matter how many times I swiped, there was always another 10 waiting for me. And it just made me think, like, if this is what it's like for them, I'm seeing why partially they don't take women that they meet on dating apps that seriously. Because like if I match with this girl and she's not immediately what I want her to be, she's not vibing with what I'm vibing with, I ask her if I can come over at 10 o'clock at night and she don't want to do it, I'm just gonna get back on the apps and find somebody that will. Like, just swipe one more time and you'll find somebody who probably looks even better than her, who's probably even more of a match for me. Like, it just really gives the illusion of like endless options. And men already have more eligible dating options than women do. Like, they already have more of an upper hand when it comes to the playing field. They're already winning. Then you get on the apps and you have all of these options at your fingertips. No, absolutely not. I said no. I will not be returning to these apps now that I'm seeing it from their side. No, thank you.
It's literally not how it works for men. You guys continue to not understand what men are going through. And really, this is willful ignorance at this point, because you could just ask a man, what is your experience on a dating app? What is it? What do you go through? How many matches do you get? Bump that. You don't even have to ask. You can get online and see exactly what men go through, but y'all don't care enough.
So there's a lot of women asking, where do you meet these guys that pay the rent in full? Where do you meet these guys that pay the rent in full? You met him. He just doesn't drive a really fancy car. You met him. He just wasn't over 6 foot. You met him. He just wasn't the best dresser. You met him and he may have said something awkward on the first date. Those guys are at work. Those guys will look you dead in your eye and say, yeah, I know you want a 6-bedroom house. I understand that. But for right now, while I'm going through this program in school, we're going to be in this 1-bedroom apartment. Those type of dudes are not going to pay $300 on the first date for a meal. Those type of dudes aren't going to go out here and buy you a purse just because you're cute. These type of guys are going to go on vacation, but baby, there will be some planning involved. And somehow, somewhere, got it twisted that unless a man can be spontaneous and do whatever you want at the drop of a hat, then that means he's not capable of taking care of business. Those type of men take care of business. It's just, they're boring.
When women say stuff like this, just know that they're unstable.
So I came across this lady's video. As you can see, she lives in San Diego. And she said that 6 weeks ago, her husband came to her and said he needed to talk. And what did he want to talk about? He wanted a divorce. Now, she said they were getting ready to break ground on a new house. They had retired. They had paid off all of their debt, all of their bills, including paying off their current house. They were planning a trip for 2025, and they had just booked a bucket list trip for Italy. And he said that he wanted a divorce. What was the reason? He said that he was unhappy and he wanted out. Now, whenever a woman is telling a story about a breakup or their ex, I have said it 1,000 times, I'm only listening for entertainment purposes only. It's only for entertainment purposes. I don't believe any of it, because women substitute their feelings for the facts many times when they're telling a story of what happened in a breakup. So as I'm listening to this story, she's not saying anything that this man did bad. And I'm thinking this man paid off all of the bills. This man paid off all of the debt. Then she says, I nagged. Then she says, I did things that doesn't deserve divorce. Then she tried to then blame him by saying he kept all of his emotions inside and he didn't express them. And when he did express them, he threw me in the trash. Do you guys know what that man was missing in this entire marriage and why he's not happy and he decided to divorce now? He's been missing peace. He's been missing peace. Had the money, had the houses, had the cars, had the career, had all of that other stuff. He's been missing peace this entire time. And he's decided, hey, the bills are paid off. We can split the assets evenly. do what we got to do, and we can go our separate ways. Because y'all don't understand how much nagging breaks down a man's soul. And clearly, his soul was broken, and he wanted out. He wanted peace. But I didn't find any accountability in this video from her. I put the full video in the description. You guys let me know what you think.
They're really doing all that they can to escape accountability. If I remember correctly, she ended up going staying with her daughter and still didn't find no accountability there. Went to Whole Foods, no accountability. Went to Costco, still not buying no accountability. None of it. It's all his fault.
Y'all got 17 more days with me, so I'm going to say what I want to say. There's not a male loneliness epidemic. Men are actually only dating women that they want to date. Men are only communicating with women that they actually want to get to know. As we know, men have been lusting over women for years. To be honest, that's why a lot of relationships worked back then and or even started, is because that man was lusting over your mama and over your grandmama. Let's be honest. We only got 17 more days. But guess what we have now? Instagram. So this man don't need to lust over you and take you on dates and act like he wants to get to know you. All this thirsty man got to do is go to your IG and he gonna see any attachment you would have tried to send him as he was talking to you. You ain't got to worry about getting them late night messages of let me see you what you wearing. I hope they stop texting you talk about I can't join the shower with you, because you ain't got everything already posted on your IG, every position, every angle, every bathing suit, and every lingerie item there is to know.
How did you prepare for the prenuptial conversation?
That's a really tough one.
You're married,
I'm
so
married.
how did that conversation go with you guys?
I pulled the Band-Aid off and had it, and it was a fight.
What'd the approach sound like?
What do you think about a prenup? You gotta just shoot. You gotta shoot. That's a question that you have to just do.
Yeah, ain't no
You have
nice way to get to it.
You're usually having the question prior to marriage, so it's like to even fathom the potential
end.
for a breakup. At that time, women get really sensitive about that. Justifiably so.
You want to know what the offense is? Because it's almost like saying, well, what do you think I'm worth? That's essentially what a prenup is if our marriage ends and we go our separate ways, what do you think that I'm worth at that point? Is it just we cut our losses, split assets that we shared 50-50, what we came in with, we leave with separately? Or am I saying for every year of marriage that we were together, as the man, I'll pay you this, or whatever the case is, there's kids, child support. Essentially, that's what a prenuptial question is what am I worth to you?
And because these modern women overvalue themselves, they try to take everything from you and act like you don't need anything.
Okay? They're all fucking liars. They're all fucking manipulators. So just pick the rich one.
The final stage for any is going to always be religion. The best way to figure out if a woman is an asset or a liability, just ask for her credit score or tell her you want a prenup. Any woman that's always on her phone when she's around you but takes forever to respond cannot be trusted. Always treat women exactly how they treat you. The best way to test a woman is to offer to go 50-50 on a first date. If a woman isn't immediately nurturing or wanting to take care of you, she doesn't like you. Always check her social media, because you never know who she's following, especially when there's videos out there that teach women how to fake cry. If she refuses to get rid of Snapchat, just know that she is keeping the door open for somebody else. The only reason that she doesn't want to go 50-50 with you is because she can't even afford 50% of your lifestyle. Because she's broke. A woman who uses the phrase, I'm literally just a girl, is actually using weaponized incompetence to be financially irresponsible or irresponsibly unstable and will wreck your life. Manipulation and abuse doesn't have to be screaming or yelling or even hitting you. Sometimes neglect can be anything from not having your needs met, not giving up any kind of intimacy, not taking care of herself intentionally so you find her less attractive, not listening to you, not hearing you, not understanding you, and dismissing your feelings. If her schedule changes drastically suddenly and she's staying late at work, or she's suddenly picking up more shifts, she's cheating on you. If a woman is always arguing with you, just know that she picked you and she doesn't respect you, because any woman that respects you is not going to want to argue with you all the time. Surefire way to know if you're a good dad is if she uses your kids against you because she knows it's the only thing that's going to hurt your feelings. Because if you were a deadbeat, then she'd know that you wouldn't give a damn about those kids, so she wouldn't have to use the kids to manipulate you. So it's a blessing and a curse. She tries to gaslight you by telling you that she's posting provocative pictures for herself on the internet because she worked hard for her body. Just know that she's full of, she wants validation and attention from other men. And it's validation, reassurance, and attention from other men that you can't compete with, because you cannot compete with thousands of men when you're just one. So nothing you ever do is going to be good enough. And as long as you accept this type of behavior, she's going to continuously disrespect you. If you try to set boundaries, expectations, and standards and keep to your preferences with women, and suddenly she's calling you narcissistic or controlling, it's because she's not really a good woman. And lastly, any woman that doesn't make direct eye contact with you when she's having a conversation with you is probably lying about something. And if something doesn't make sense, it's probably not true. Okay, bye.
A lot of these women are losers. Modern women, they're losers, man. Just straight up. And I hate to say that about people in general, but it's just the way they think. Just loser behavior. They don't know how to interact with people. They're socially inept, and they thrive on calling men trash, saying that men do the bare minimum, but it's really actually them.
I low-key understand why niggas get their money together and just start chasing, because having a girlfriend is in this day and era. It's especially hard for a dude working a 9 to 5, because if you ain't selling drugs or doing no scamming or got no illegal way to be making thousands of dollars a day, it's gonna treat you like peons. Even the women that actually manage to get a dude that go to work and bring his ass home, even them ain't satisfied. Like, come on now. I'm looking up complaining about they playing a game. You mad about this nigga playing the game? In a world where don't never want to be at home, you got a who is in the house. You know where he at, and you mad because he's on the game. Like, your life that boring? You don't got no hobbies, nothing you could do to occupy your time for a little while that on the game. So you gonna make him feel bad about being on the game because you don't have else to do. You know what you could do instead of making that miserable and making him not want to be in the house with you? Take some interest in what he doing. Why don't you try to play the game with him if you feel that type of way about that being on the game? Because you know what that nerd ass could be doing instead of sitting in the house on that game at home with you? That nigga could be at Comic-Con. That nigga could be at a bar. That nigga could be somewhere around who like the shit he like, having conversations with like-minded, yet he's sitting in the house letting you make him miserable and feel bad about being on the game. It's just crazy to me.
That's what I'm saying. These modern women, they're just terrible. They can't find the right guy because they're not the right woman. Their character is terrible.
That we as black women feel comfortable checking black men, but the moment a black man checks us, we call it misogyny, control, or toxic. Don't scroll. Let's talk about it. Why does it seem like accountability only applies when we're the one giving it? We criticize black men, drag them online every day, talk about how they lead, talk about what they do, what they don't do. But the moment a black man says, sis, you out of line, or start calling you out on your bad attitude, all of a sudden he's bashing women. We can dish it, but we can't take it. Calling men weak for not being a leader, but then when he does lead, you say he's being controlling. Which one is it? If we want growth and healing from our men, we have to be able to look in the mirror and check ourselves first. Because checking somebody, that's not hate, that's love. And if we can't be corrected without getting offended, maybe the problem isn't the message. Maybe it's our pride.
Greetings, fine.
Oh.
Do you have a husband?
I do not.
Can I get your digits? You're fine.
That's very kind. I didn't expect this is the nicest. Well, sure.
Y'all are gonna think this is hilarious, but I'm sharing this because I'm curious and I feel like I'm gonna get some good responses. So, I've been trying to get out, mingle with the people, push myself out of my comfort zone. The other day I was at the grocery store and I just happened to look around. I'm just like, there are a lot of like guys in here. Like, is this the time they come out? Like, what's happening? So there's this one guy who was, picking some fruit. I'm maybe I'm doing the same thing. And we make eye contact. And for like 10 seconds. So what I usually do in this situation is I smile to say it's safe. I'm friendly. But then after 10 seconds, the guy walks away. And my friends were like, girl, you got to do more than that. And I'm just like, are you kidding? What am I supposed to do?
I mean, a smile really isn't enough for a stranger that doesn't know you. You have to understand that you're in a grocery store. You're not in a club. You're not in a bar. So in a grocery store, it just means, hey, how you doing? Just a nice thing to do, courtesy. In order for you to, like they were right, in order for you to get that man's attention, you probably need to do a little bit more. If you don't want to come up and say hi, you probably need to get close to him and say, hey, or ask like some sort of question, or just be in his vicinity, right? Just keep this. And this is why men, when you're in the store, I know you think it's weird, but this is why some men continue to follow you around the store. They're trying to get the courage up. They're trying to be in your vicinity to come up. And some of them do actually come up and say, you know, I really didn't want to do this. I'm super nervous, but I just had to say, I really think that you're beautiful. My name is Timothy, by the way. I just had to come over and introduce myself. That's really what they're doing. So you know what you can do, and it actually worked because men aren't BSing you. Do the same thing. You don't have to throw yourself out there. Oh, you know, do you come here often? Or like, hey, how you doing? How's your night going? Like if you're just in the area, hey, how's your night going? Oh, I'm pretty good. How are you? I'm doing all right. You know, I'm looking for, you know, something from my son or whatever it might be. And I really can't find it. Oh man, I thought I saw that on the other aisle. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Have a good day. Oh, and by the way, you know, and you just start the conversation. You really tell them why you came over there, right? It's really that simple. Oh, and by the way, I came over here. I just, you know, I really saw you from around the corner. I'm kind of embarrassed. Guys, don't shame me for that type of stuff, for being truthful. I'm kind of embarrassed, but I saw you from across the way and I thought you were kind of cute. So, you know, this is me kind of trying to bump into you and see if you're interested. That's it. God's not gonna lie to you.
Y'all, I done learned my lesson by playing with these men, teasing these men. I done learned my lesson. So let me give y'all a little story time. I know it's been a while. So once upon a time, I had this male friend. Cool dude, you know, we just vibing, doing us. Ain't really no strings attached or nothing like that. Just friends, just cool. I call him friend. But he fine, I'm fine, and the attraction is there, clear as day. It's been there since day one. But he would ask me if, you know, he'd text me what I'm doing at them hours sometimes, and I already know because I can feel the chemistry. Like I already know when he feeling, how he feeling, because I be feeling it too. But I be playing hard to get like, oh, I'm about to go to sleep now, or yes, I'm in for the night. So I know what he wanting, but I'm turning it down. So my ass, I goes and I'm like, yeah, I'm about to tease him. I'm about to play with him. So I go and send him this little picture because I asked him what he doing. He told me what he doing. He asked me what I'm doing. And I told him what I'm doing. And I sent a picture to go with it. Here's the. So it ain't nothing, it ain't nothing too major. But, it's a little, I got his attention because he FaceTimed me right after that. And guess what I did? I did not answer. I continued to do what I was doing and act like I didn't even see him calling me. I'm like, yeah, let your mind wander. Let your mind wander. So I already knew he was feeling some type of way because he texted me, good night, sweetheart, at like 7 something. Here I go again, wanting to play. I see the message. I don't say nothing. I wait until like almost 11 o'clock at night and I text him, good night. We ended up still texting a little bit after that. But anyway, fast forward. I'm talking about y'all. Hormones raging. Ovulation on point, and I am like, okay, it's time. I was ready. I'm talking about hot and ready like a Little Caesars pizza. I was about to do that man so nasty. So I told him I want to see him. He said, okay. And I'm like, am I still going to see you? Because a couple of hours passed. And I'm like, are you sure I'm going to see you? Because I'm trying to make sure all this go down the way I see it in my head. Because, baby, he had a nerve to hit me with the I hope so, baby. For me, you hope so. Either I'm going to see you or I'm not. And I don't play with my emotions while I'm ovulating. And I'm ready to do what I need to do. Don't play. Don't. I don't be on that. But when I'm on that, I need that. So I told his ass, I don't like your answer. I need you to say yes. And I need you to mean it.
I beg your pardon?
I beg your pardon?
So I told his ass, I don't like your answer. I need you to say yes. Y'all, I do my whole little bath ritual, and I'm talking about oils in the tub. I'm rubbing my body down. I done shaved. I done put on a nice little sexy dress and nothing underneath. He gave me a time to come to him. I text him, I swear it had to be like 30, 45 minutes before that time. Like, what you doing? Just trying to make sure he or something. I just had a feeling that he was going to flake on me because I was teasing his ass the other day. I don't get no answer, y'all. I say, okay, maybe don't think negative. Maybe he just preparing for me, and I get back. He'll get back to me when he get a chance. Mind you, the whole day he texting me right back. But now all of a sudden, I don't hear nothing from you. Still don't hear nothing. The time come around where I'm supposed to be in his presence already, immediately. I need that. Long story short, y'all, he got my ass so good. He never answered the phone. He never texted me back. Well, I don't know, because somebody started blowing my phone up from no caller ID about 4 o'clock in the morning, but I think that was, I'm not sure if that was him. But I got so pissed off because I already had a little bit of, I was feeling myself a little bit, had a little bit of alcohol in my system. So I went off, and I ain't gonna say I went off, but I did talk a little bit in the text message, and I blocked his mess for like the 30th time. Every time he pissed me off, I block him. But I know what they say, man's rejection is God's protection, because ain't no telling how that night would have went with me feeling the way I was feeling as long as it's been. And, the chemistry between us, ain't no telling what would have happened that night. So I guess everything happens for a reason.
What? So basically what you wanted was to hype yourself up. Like, you got yourself going. See, this is where compromise needs to happen. Y'all only think about yourselves. And so you got yourself going, and who knows if he was ready to go? Who knows what was going on with him? But you was playing, you was doing all of that nonsense. If you was ready to go, then say you're ready to go. Now, I think most men understand that men and women, the way they get going is different. And you probably need a little bit more time. You need a little bit more games. And a lot of times men oblige. But when y'all keep the thing dragging over and over again, why would a man keep on playing around with that? I gotta go to work tomorrow.
No one talks about how hard it is to be in isolation. It's a Saturday night actually. I think it's like 7:30. 3 people texted me today. My son's eye doctor appointment to confirm. My son's orthodontist appointment to confirm, and Spanx sent me an ad. That's all. That's it. That's all that's texting me today. It's a beautiful Saturday, and I've been alone all day. My kids are grown. I'm an empty nester. And no one talks about how hard it is to be alone all the time. It's just a season of isolation, and I've been here before, and I got through it. But man, it's so hard when you're in it. It's so hard. I'm walking because I have nothing else to do. I can't shop anymore. I can't clean anymore. And it's just like, what am I here for? Like, what is the purpose of this? Life is supposed to be fun and full of relationships and like happiness. And I've been alone all day. I was alone last night on Friday night. Like, I don't even know why I'm sharing. I just know I'm probably not alone. And if I can help somebody else like not feel so alone, then that's what I want to do, I guess. I don't know. It's just really hard, and nobody really talks about it. And so if you are here and you're right there with me, just know that you're not alone, and somehow, some way, it's figure outable. We'll get through it. It's just a season that we're in, and for whatever reason, there is a reason we're in it. We just don't know it.
But we do know why, though. We're pretty sure. See, men have to hold themselves accountable. But it seems like when women have to hold themselves accountable, they can't figure out why they're in a situation. They just gotta power through it. Really?
There is no way you thought we talked and I ain't heard from you all day. A full day? No communication? You are now my brother on my daddy's side. A full day, no communication, no how you doing, how you been, how's your day? Okay, I'm busy, I'm gonna talk to you later. A full day? Nah, you've been demoted so fast already. Demoted like that. What? We going a full day without even checking in? No call, no show. You know what they say. What? A whole day? I can't do it. Maybe I'm just strict. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just strict. A full day? Nah, I can't do it. I think you hate me. I actually think you hate me. And then you gonna come back around at nighttime? Nah, don't even worry about it. I'm gone. My number is changed, actually. It's changed. New.
I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, but I'm only saying it one time. Stop getting so emotionally attached and just enjoy the experience with the person. Be friends. Be a moment in time. Be a memory. You don't gotta fall madly in love with everybody you come across. Because everybody that come in your life is not husband or wife material, and your ass trying to force it on them. At this point,
I think it's time to finally admit that I'm tired of being single and I want to be in a relationship. I really want a boyfriend. Like, is that so bad to say? Like, I want someone to do things with, go grocery shopping with, go to the beach with, like cuddle with, tell each other secrets, watch movies, like go do random things, go to rooftops, go meet each other's friends. Like, I just missing that relationship in my life, and I am not ashamed to admit it.